Hello, my name, you must have guessed it by now, is Brother Sean. And interestingly, having just come in from having had a little walk through the woods on this windswept autumnal day, I was guided, in my heart that is, to come and do another video, a short video, a soul reflection about listening, finding space to listen to our heart. A challenge, but a challenge we must look at and we must embrace through the eyes of love. And I would like to share with you the words from Robert Wicks. When we pray, how often do we say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening"? More often I think we say, "Listen, Lord, for your servant is speaking." Listen, Lord, for your servant is speaking. Imagine that you are a sacred vessel. A sacred vessel that looks like a wine goblet. And that wine goblet takes on the persona of your life. It takes on the persona of you, the person, the beloved child of God, the co-creator of the divine. And in that vessel, there are times when there's a lot of clutter, a lot of debris, a lot of sadness, unshed tears, a lot of quashed dreams, a lot of failure, maybe a lot of negativity and topped with low self-worth, low self-esteem. Maybe there's a shake or two of religious guilt. Maybe it's peppered with some sort of vindictiveness or violence towards yourself and others. I want us to look at this sacred vessel, this goblet. It could be a glass such as this. And I want you to visualize that all that's within that sacred goblet, your life, that has held you back, can now be released and set free. So instead of saying to the Lord, "Listen, Lord, for your servant is speaking," you will say, "Listen, Lord, your child is listening." I want you to just close your eyes and just visualize this goblet and be aware. Be aware of where you are today. Be aware that in your journey you have embraced lots of heartache and sadness, and all that has held you back, weighed you down, can now be released. And I would like to walk with you in that releasing process, if you will allow me. Just take a nice, deep, non-labored breath. Hold it and now release a blessing, if you can, onto this goblet representing your life. And in your next in-breath, use your gift of free will to call on the company of heaven. And in your out-breath, release their love into your life. And as you sit, I want you to hold tentatively this imaginary goblet, which is your heart, your life. Just hold it and feel the connection between your hands. And I would like you now to call on Gaia, our beloved Mother Earth. I would like you to call on the company of heaven the ascended masters, your spiritual teachers, the archangels and angels, the elementals, the devas, your ancestors. I can feel my hands tingling, can you? I can feel a surge of love in the palms of my hands, drawing them closer and closer, indicating to me that God is present, and wants to release you and me of all that negative baggage, all that guilt and fear, so that we can listen with our heart. I call on the Lord Christ, the risen cosmic Christ, and I invite him now to take over your hands, to hold your hands. I call on the beloved Magdalena, the Divine Feminine, to also hold this vessel with your hands and that of the risen cosmic Christ. And I call on Gaia, Kuan Yin, Magdalena, I call on Mother Mary and all your great teachers to place their hands over the Christs, over yours. And I want you now to feel their love. And with every in-breath, you are sensing the peace of God, the peace of Gaia, the peace of the world. And I invite you to be relaxed and just listen to my voice and allow the healing energies of the cosmic Christ flow through my voice and touch your heart. Unlock the pain, the sadness that's contained in this sacred vessel that you are holding. And now let us call on the Christ again and say, repeat after me, in the name of the risen cosmic Christ, I surrender my heart to love. I surrender my being to the I Am presence within me. And in the name of the risen cosmic Christ, I bless every negative thought, mindset. I bless every painful experience, every injustice and violation to me and by me. And I bless all those years I've kept myself in a place of denial. And I bless my arrogance, my deceitfulness, and my unwillingness to listen. And with your help, Lord Christ, and that of Magdalena and the company of heaven, I lift, I elevate my heart, my being, my mind, my body and spirit in this sacred goblet representing me. And I ask your blessing. Thank you. And now I release to the Supreme. As you breathe in the healing qualities of the risen cosmic Christ. And now embrace Christ consciousness, which is love, peace, joy. And allow the essence of the cosmic Christ's love for you fill your mind with love. Reawaken your heart to your truth that you are a beloved of God, that you are a child of the Most High, that you are a co-creator of Source, the Supreme. And in your out-breaths, the words you release are your mantra. I am a beloved of God, and I have been released from all negative mindsets and patterns, and I forgive myself right now. I forgive myself right now. Be still in the presence of God. Be still and know that you are loved, and that nothing and no one can harm you when you are listening to the voice of Spirit. Speak to your heart. You are loved, you are protected, and you are now at peace. Namaste, Shalom. Inshallah pax et bonum Om Shanti. Solo di Caritas. Peace.